Let's get into this. We have a lot to talk about. And sadly, another sad story at the top of the show. As everyone has heard, Takeoff from the group Migos was shot and killed at a bowling alley in Houston yesterday. The 28-year-old was with Quavo when an altercation happened. People said it was over an alleged dice game, but now I'm hearing it wasn't about the dice game. What are your thoughts on this heartbreaking news, Al? What do you think about this?
You know, Claudia, this was sad. It was heartbreaking. It was unfortunate. It was crazy. It was terrifying. And in a way, and I don't like saying this, but it was also embarrassing for the culture. But we really have to do better. You know, the first thing that I do want to say is condolences to him and to his family. For what I understand, he was a really good dude. Everyone that has spoken on him has had nothing but extremely positive things to say. So my heart go out to him and his family. But listen, in the last 3 or 4 years, he's like number 10, number 11, number 12, and none of the guys that have been victims of crime and gun violence have been over the ages of 36. This is very saddening, and we just have to figure out a way to do better.
I agree. It's super sad, you know? What a talent. Q, what do you think about this?
You know, there's an in-house conversation that we need to have amongst the culture. You know what? I'm probably going to exclude women. I'm going to say amongst Black men. I'm probably going to exclude the gays. And I'm going to say there is an in-house conversation that heterosexual Black men, particularly below the age of 30, need to sit down and have. It's just gotten to a point now where we can no longer turn a blind eye. We can no longer say, well, I'm classy and they're hood and that's hood stuff. Enough is enough already. We need to revisit the conversation about lyrics in music. While I'm not blaming music, and music makes nobody pull a trigger, it's a factor. It's a time as a culture, we stop it with all the gangster films and the gangster movies and the drug selling movies and drinking lean. I mean, it's just time for us to make a shift, because I think it's those attitudes, beliefs, and displays in popular culture that lead to the desensitization and the normalization of some of this violent behavior. And it's just not appropriate conflict resolution whatsoever.
Agreed. And I'd like to piggyback off what you said. Yeah, our music is jacked up right now, but even beyond our music, we are in a place now where there's no conflict resolution, and that's with everybody. I'm not even going to just say we do have a problem with our Black men. We do, but it's with everybody. We can't have a disagreement without someone going for the jugular and getting real personal. Well, that's why your mother left you. You know what I mean? Like, we go for the lowest of the low to just hurt someone over an argument. We can't disagree. We can't disagree on politics. We can't disagree on the sky is blue or the sky is yellow without someone having to go for the jugular. Also, we don't have men that will square up anymore. You know, we're so afraid of getting beat and losing that we have to go to the ultimate, which is ending someone's life. And we can't resolve anything with a conversation or even a fight. I would be okay with coming to fisticuffs, you know what I mean? Because then you live to see another day. But we don't know how to resolve conflict anymore. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And we have the audacity. I mean, of course, we have the right to be angry at law enforcement killing us, but I'm sick of us killing each other too. And this ain't no right-wing talking point at all. This is me talking to my community. Why do we not value each other? We have so little regard for each other when we're alive, right? As soon as someone dies, we talk about how great they were and they were amazing. And then we go finally support their music. I am sick of it. I'm sick of it, yo. We cannot resolve anything anymore without going to the ultimate. And it's sad. Look how mean we are to each other on social media. Look, and I'm guilty of it too. People come for me. I want to go back hard. We are all doing it. And we've got to stop because it's evil at this point. You know, I went on a rant today in my stories about it because it was just bothering me. Like, yo, remember we used to have fights when we were younger? You get your ass kicked and then you learn to fight better. or you saw them again, it was on or whatever, but we didn't kill each other.
Or you learned to shut up.
Or you learned a lesson. There's no lessons to be learned anymore with the way we handle conflict now.
Yeah.
Look at reality shows, 0 to 100. I sat there in that reunion and it's like no conversations can be had because nobody wants to have a conversation. They just want to fight. And I think we're living for people that don't even know us. We're living for the gram, you guys. A lot of people are living for how it looks. I look tough, right? I can't let him punk me, so let me just murk him. So when you go to prison, you'll get punked plenty in there. So good luck with that. So I'm pissed. I'm really sick of it. And to hear that Takeoff was the most humble and kind and quiet
and non-problematic.
Yes, it's always people like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's never the ones that we're sick of.
Yeah. Rest in peace and condolences to his family, girl.